Many people are interested in learning the truth behind Biggie Smalls' tragic and untimely passing. The hip-hop community has recently been shocked to its core by some new startling, eye-opening information. Gene Deal claimed that the victim's vehicle had a Bad Boy Record sticker on it. Undoubtedly, it suggested that an insider was the attacker's partner. Buckle up, you guys, we have all the information, so let's look into it together. But of course, before I spill anything, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now, let's dive in. The well-known Biggie Smalls hit witness, Gene Deal, recently revealed some alarming information regarding the vehicles transporting the victim's star to his destination. The cars were identified, according to the former security, using stickers. The particularity may appear unimportant to some of you, but it holds a very important clue. Since the vehicles were hired, stickers were not permitted to be applied. Therefore, by posting those stickers there, you are vandalizing the property. Get it? This has to be paid for by someone. Gene even asserted that the street team they hired was probably responsible for the stickers being able to be applied on the automobiles. He explained that they were the only ones who had the opportunity to do that, but Puff didn't have it in his car. So only one that had an opportunity and only one that could have done that was somebody from the street team at the time. The head of security alluded to the fact that there were certain things that were the responsibility of the street team, but he didn't go into detail. But besides that, the fact that someone from the inside was in full contact with the culprit, it's safe to conclude that the street team's mole was responsible for separating Biggie's car from Diddy's car. Fans are with Gene on this as well. They even gave their own psychic opinion as to why the stickers were strategically placed on the wheels. I always thought that was an odd one when I saw the Think Big stickers on the wheels of the Suburban. In the 90s, whenever you did street team promotion, you always wanted the biggest signs possible. You would have people wearing big t-shirts, big posters, flyers, etc. Either way, the artwork was always at eye level, door and windows. The problem was putting the promotion stickers on wheels is that no one is looking down. They are too small, and when the wheels turn, it'll be upside down. No one can read what it says. Those stickers stuck out to me too, no lie. Gene revealed that the relationship between Diddy and Biggie was not as good as Diddy made it out to be. They were only using each other for money. You gotta understand, this man Puff and Big wasn't as close. You would think they were. Puff, Robin, Big. Now, let's not forget the fact that Diddy, who was managing Biggie, refused to hire more security even though he knew the harsh reality of the beef between the East and West Coast after the execution of Tupac Shakur. They should have had better security. I asked them to hire more security, they ain't have it in the budget. At this point, Diddy's involvement in Biggie's demise is essentially proven. The leader of Diddy's security team also provided the identity of a second person who he believed had worked with Puffy to set up the situation. He asserts that he warned the member of Biggie's squad to stay away from Puffy's location. And the man vowed to carry out the instructions written on the wall-mounted street sign. On the street sign on a wall, it comes from the street team because they didn't put it on Puff's car, Gene said. But as fate would have it, DeRock betrayed his word and took Biggie to that after partying at Peterson Museum. Gene speculates that D-Rock was brought by Diddy behind the scenes. He relayed the fact that Kirk Barrows already stated Biggie was supposed to be on a flight to London with Kirk, but plans were changed on the spot when Diddy and DeRock convinced Biggie to go to the cursed after-party. There are some strong statements, yet they are still not admissible in court. But if you believe Gene is finished at this point, you are mistaken. Gene noted that the majority of the security personnel, even though there were 7 to 8 of them, did not have their guns with them. There are 23 people in the entourage, and there are only 6 to 8 remaining males. None of them are armed. You might be wondering why the security team was unarmed when the Coast beef was still going on. Employers' orders are the simple solution, I suppose. Biggie had no need to be in Los Angeles at that time. According to Gene, Diddy's plans only served to push him closer to the edge of tragedy. Everyone was aware of Biggie's health, he said. They were aware that if a bad situation happened, he would be unable to flee or defend himself. Therefore, in that case, the absence of armed security personnel makes no sense at all. Gene spelled it out for those who were thinking if Diddy ever sincerely cared about Biggie, and the answer is no. He just wanted the talent and made deals for Biggie under his label so that he could succeed. knew Big was leaving the label. He said that in Hip Hop Revolution, this man went and got his own deal. Look at the balls he had. He went and got his own record label, his own deal, Gene continued. After all these details, you might wonder why Diddy was after Biggie when Biggie was scouted by Diddy himself. Well, you remember the beef between the Crips and Snoop Dogg? Big was the one who started it, and Diddy was a coward to face any beef. So he came up and eliminated the cause itself. Anywhere we went, Big Nam never should have showed up until the Peterson Museum, Gene added. Let's not overlook the fact that Big was about to quit Bad Boys, though. Perhaps Diddy was terrified of losing his position of authority in the music business. The public's responses to these findings have ranged widely. Some people think Puffy planned to get rid of Biggie, who was much more talented than him, because he wanted to be at the top. After Big was set to depart Bad Boy and become what Puff is now and even greater, Puff was afraid he would have to leave the music industry, while others are convinced that the beef was just an excuse to eliminate Biggie because Diddy felt threatened by him, saying in the comments, "It's common sense. If you, my homeboy, and I know that other coast doesn't like me or you at this point in time, why would I try to encourage you to go anyways? There's plenty of ways the situation could have got handled if someone really wanted to squash beef." We are all aware, based on the extensive media attention, that being associated with Diddy never results in anything positive. His peers in the arts were aware of his poisonous work ethic. Rapper 50 Cent discussed Diddy's career as a solo artist in an interview with The Breakfast Club. According to him, he is still perplexed as to why an artist would want to be linked with the current Revolt TV boss Puffy. Nobody survived him. Even Mace voiced out his reservations when he worked under Diddy for some time recently. In the interview with the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, the Mo Money Mo Problems artist asked what went down between him and his former label boss. "I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So this disdain that I got for Puff is more like you trying to keep me here. He just kept trying to keep me here like he didn't want me to grow at anything." In an exclusive interview with Daily Mail, Valletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, blamed the LAPD for not solving the case properly. She even claimed to know the culprit herself, stating, "I have a very good idea who ended Christopher, and I genuinely believe that the LAPD know exactly who did too. They've done their investigation, but they just refuse to move forward. I don't know why they haven't arrested anyone who was involved." Seems like there is a huge conspiracy at play, and someone is undoubtedly being shielded at some point. Valletta is aware that she would probably never be able to move over her son's senseless end as long as the matter remains unsolved. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.